Will I get a job after going through this program? Or will your program guarantee me a job? These are questions my sales team get almost on every call. Valid. These questions are valid. But I have a better question for you. When you go to the dealership to pick up that new car, do you ask them, do you guarantee me that this car will take me back home? They will guarantee. In fact, you will even ask if they guarantee that you will enjoy the car. Because enjoying the car is subjective and it depends on you, right? If you have a degree, diploma, whatever level it is, you will not ask your school, do you guarantee me a job after going through this program? And then not only do we pay thousands of dollars to this school, but a lot of people go into that to go through these schools without any job guarantee. Now, beyond that, if you're going to top schools, you're submitting applications and you're even competing with others, writing essays, going through interviews to determine if you're a good fit for them. What you're getting from them is a certificate, the paper, and the hope that maybe the prestige from the school, which really doesn't work, and that paper combined would give you something and set you on a path for success in life. But then, no guarantees. You've been there, you will have that certificate, you will celebrate when you graduate, because it will take you 3 years, 4 years, you will celebrate, the world will know. But what you do with that certificate really depends on you. Now, even if you buy a house or you buy a gym membership, your trainer cannot guarantee you a six-pack. It depends on how much effort you put into it. What is guaranteed is if you follow the process, especially for gym membership, you will see the results. In a school, if you read and study hard, you will pass. And if you leverage what you've learned well, you will build yourself a successful career and a successful life for yourself. That is that. Now, in this video, we will go through a few things. We'll look at why job guarantees don't work and why that's even a good thing. Why you should be wary of companies guaranteeing you jobs. The problem with that for you, not for the company, even for you, why you should be wary of those companies and why you should be careful when jobs are guaranteed. For the short term, is that what you're looking for or something else? How best performing students should actually, how they can do the right things, how they can get opportunities for themselves. Now, what should you do instead of asking for a job guarantee? What should you be looking out for in any career program, cybersecurity, tech, or whatever? What should you actually be looking out for? And most importantly, what should you be asking from any program you choose to go with? What should you be asking from them? The clarity you should be seeking. We'll look at all of that today. Now you're wondering who is this person? I've been making all these videos. My name is Dr. Mukhtar Lasisi. I'm a cybersecurity consultant. I work with some of the biggest companies in the world, helping them mature their cybersecurity programs and strategy. I also help individuals like yourself build successful careers in cybersecurity the right way, because that's critical. Now let's jump into it. The first thing, job guarantees. I'm sure some of us have seen this advert. I guarantee you a job in 12 weeks, in six weeks, in whatever. We've seen it. In fact, we're working with a marketing company for my training, for my career transformation accelerator program. The company convinced us or made an advert for us guaranteeing jobs. We had to take it down because we knew we were setting the wrong expectations and people were coming in with the wrong expectations. That's not who we are. But we see a lot of those adverts today. We see them. Now, some people have bought into these programs. Now they did see the result they were looking for. Not only did they not learn the path, let's use cybersecurity as an example. Not only did they not learn cybersecurity, they also did not get the job that was promised. They were beaten. Now, they come into calls with companies like ours and they're asking, do you guarantee jobs? And they're asking all sorts of questions out of fear. One, to make sure that this works. Some out of desperation because they're in a bad place, which again, life happens to everybody. Some ask this question because they're in a bad place and they just want to get out of it as fast as possible, right? Now, people unfortunately prey under their spirit. We need to be aware of that. They guarantee you, oh, don't worry, everything will be fine. We'll hand that job over to you. And some would even give the fake guarantee of, if it doesn't work, don't pay us. Or if you don't even complete your payment until after we get you a job. Now, that's something. Job guarantee means you're getting a job that pays you and you're fine. Is this the right thing? Why is it a bad thing? I'll tell you. Let's assume for a minute. And now, we've talked about the fact that most of the job guarantees are not real. Now, let's assume for a minute that the job guarantee is real. They actually hand you that job. No interviews, nothing. They hand you that job. You will get that job. There's a good chance that a company that does that, they're not doing it ethically. One. If they're not doing it ethically, there's a good chance that if that company is not getting you a job ethically, they are not teaching you what you actually need to know to be able to stay on that job. That's two. Because again, they have no integrity. Now, it means you can take that job. There's a high chance that you will lose that job. Let's even say you don't lose that job. You keep that job. You don't just want one job. You want to build a successful career for yourself. You want to be able to land the next job and the next one. So building a career, not just landing the one job. You can land that job, you're doing that job, where's the confidence to take on the next one? In most cases, these companies are not even teaching you the real job. So cybersecurity in this case, they're not teaching you how to do the job. Even let's say they find a way to get you in the door, they will not be there when you're kicked out of the door. Now you're back to square one, looking, you have no job. Maybe you're even owing them because they said you will pay them after you get the job. You're not owing them because they claim to have found you a job. You have to pay them back. Now you're stuck because you don't have the knowledge, nor the confidence to go and get yourself the next job. And as far as they're concerned, their contract with you is done and you have to pay them. That's how bad it is. Be wary of job guarantees. You won't be able to build yourself a career. You won't be able to find yourself the next job. You will most likely find yourself in more debt than you bargained for. That's a trap of a job guarantee. So be wary of that. Now, what should you actually be looking for in a program? And I'll tell you, this is exactly what we do in our program because we know it is what works. You should be looking for not theoretical trainings. There are certification trainings, there are career accelerator programs, two different things. Be careful, know what you're signing up for. If what you're looking for is a certification training, that's different. That's what you're getting. It's just like going to get a degree. It's a degree, no job guarantees, no job preparations, whatever. It's a certification preparation course. If you're looking for a career accelerator program, what you should be looking for? Practical experience is the number one thing, because that's the thing that will give you the confidence to sit down in the room with anybody in that field and have proper conversations based on your experience. Practical experience, not theoretical, is the first thing you should be asking for. It boosts your confidence. Your confidence will go through the roof if you know how to actually do the job. That is when you become the professional in that field, even without earning before you start earning, you're already a professional in that field. That's the number one thing to look for. You also want to ride on the shoulders of giants, like they say. You want to be guided and supported by people that have done the things that you want to do. They can guide you on what works. I would also say come in with an open mind so you can learn and take this in. Now, mentorship, they come in different shapes and forms. Group mentorship, personalized mentorship, tailored mentorship, whichever way. Make sure that you have guidance, you have support from these people, and they can support you on positioning yourself in the industry, applying to the right opportunities, presenting yourself well in formal and informal interviews, because interviews can come in different shapes and forms. Now, something that also comes in our program, especially for our best performing students, are referral opportunities. Some programs have it too. Now this is different from a job guarantee. When opportunities come to someone within your program or your mentor, and they refer you to those opportunities, make sure that you apply to it. They are not, maybe they know the hiring manager, maybe they know the recruiter in charge, and they've brought this opportunity to you. It's not the time for you to go away and relax for 2 days before you reply to them. These opportunities are not waiting for anybody. You have to put your best foot forward. Don't go back to the person and say, oh, support me. What do I do? Yes, maybe they can support you, but they will not apply to that job for you. Man, they can prepare you for the interview. They will not sit down at the interview table for you. Yes, we know the scheme. Some people, they use AI or they stand behind you and they're actually answering questions for you. That is not ethical. They do that for you for the first job. They will not do it for your next job. And that's why I said, just a guaranteed jobs, they don't usually do it the ethical way. But now, the real way, you will go on, take that interview, put your best foot forward, you will get that job, and you do your best job on it. Now, also find programs that can support you your first few weeks, first few months on the job. That's also critical because that will help you boost confidence. A lot of the time, if they've done their job right, you will realize that you don't actually need that support. But knowing that they are there if you ever need them is critical. It would even boost your confidence further to take the right actions forward. These are the things you should look out for in a career accelerator program. Remember, this is different from a certification program. Now, something I would also mention, not all programs do this, but we do. For our best performance, and this is, you would relate this to what you get, say, from a Deloitte, these top companies, tech companies, where they actually get interns. Even these companies don't guarantee that every intern we take will be hired by us. They select based on performance and all of that, and then they just select who will make it through that program. We do something similar. We have all these people joining our community, all these people going through our programs. If you're a top performer, there's a very good chance that you'll get your first paid consulting gig with us. It can be a short-term one, it can be a long-term one, but there's a very high chance that you get your first paid gig with us. Now, what happens with these people is they go on and build successful careers because they've faced clients, they've worked on client engagement, they've been paid for the work, for the job that they've done. It boosts confidence faster that, oh yeah, I've been paid as a cybersecurity professional. Not just that I've gone through projects or I've gone through internship. I've actually taken on a paid job. It boosts confidence. We've had people doing 2-3 jobs right now because that confidence from a consulting point of view just shoots their confidence through the roof. That's something we also do. Now, that is not a job guarantee. That is a performance-based project guarantee. Very different. We're not saying we'll give you that and that. Yes, it opens your world to what a consulting life looks like. It gets you your first paid job, your first paid project as a cybersecurity professional. That's what that is, not a job guarantee. To wrap it all up, don't ask for job guarantees because 1, they don't exist. 2, they are not good for you. 3, if you get it, it will not help you build a career. And 4, just like anything in life, not just career, just like anything in life, you have to work, you have to put your best foot forward, work for it before it can work for you. Anything you get easy will not last. It is the reality of life. But there are sure pathways that work. Make sure that you follow those that have actually done what you're trying to do, not the fake gurus. There's so many of them. You can't give what you don't have. You may even want to check these people out, check their careers. What have they done for themselves? Not someone that have just been lucky to land one job and they've stayed on that one job forever. These people don't even know what the market looks like. That's another thing you have to work. They don't know what the market looks like. You have to look for people that have done it over and over and over again for themselves and other people. Ask for proof. Check out this proof. Make sure that these people... Now, remember that the proof that worked for some people in the program only shows that what they're teaching, what they're guiding you on works. Their approach works. It doesn't guarantee your own results. You have to work for your own results. I'll leave it at that for now. And we'll meet next time when we'll be talking about other realities of how you can successfully build yourself a career in cybersecurity and in tech. Once again, my name is Dr. Mukhtar Lasisi, and I'm your #1 supporter in getting you a successful career in cybersecurity. Until next time, bye for now.